beautiful song. I might have to turn it off.
Out of the blue and into the black. They give you this, but you pay for that. And once you're gone, you can never come back. When you're out of the blue and into the black.
Is the focus on this one better? I'm sorry about that. I would have... Oh. Nothing like a harmonica, bro. You know, Bob Dylan is like... I've known about it. This isn't Bob Dylan, by the way. This is not Bob Dylan. This is Neil Young. Bob Dylan was always someone that I'm like, yeah, this is good, but, you know, something about it didn't really pull on my heartstrings. There's a few songs that I love, but, like, in general, he's far more quantity over quality. That's not true, it's just my opinion, but I'm saying, like, there are a few really good ones, but him as a person, an artist, it never really pulled me. I think Neil Young is gonna be my next one, because I love Joni Mitchell, and I love Tragically Hip, and I love... Emotion and Red Wine, and my mom loves them, and I guess my dad too, but
Hey, hey, my, rock and roll can never die.
I don't know if I can play this on YouTube.
There's more to the picture than meets the eye.
Hey, hey, my. After the gold rush, I always grew up singing that song. All right, chill. And the archer split the tree. That is like deep in my mind, childhood, my mindhood, my child mind. I need you to be honest. Is it cringe that I'm smoking on camera? Because honestly, I turned, like, it's a good time. It's a good time for me, and I think it's funny, but I really am aware of how it reads. It's very look at me, which is what this is, so why am I shocked? But, you know, like there's just something a little bit cringe. Okay, I'll put that up. I have something really important to discuss. Oh, I have two important things. Can you still hear it? It's literally gorgeous. Okay, let's turn it off so I can focus. The movie I watched was, if you couldn't tell, Into the Blue. I mean, as always, I think I said it in the Nora video, but I can't remember. But I have an opinion that's not a new opinion that I can't get into right now, but we'll get into it if I feel like it later. Firstly, and most importantly, the Japanese might have been onto something. The English might have been onto something. All these countries where space is physically small, so you actually have to build smarter and higher and cram things into small areas. It forces you. Canada is so wide. It is notoriously ridiculous in terms of landmass. Like, it's honestly hilarious. We're so spread out thin. It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting to my soul and heart. But I'll tell you what, living in this place, so storage, it's like the dichotomy of storage. Basically, I'm moving for the summer and I have to go through all my shit and find out how much of it is actually essential. And as a hoarder artist who kind of sews, kind of does this, kind of does that, I have boxes. And they're all from years ago. And they're miscellaneous, like trash I found on the street, Christmas presents, birthday presents, things I bought myself, things I found at the thrift, and things I ordered online that still haven't used. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is my stuff. I care about this. But really, it's just stuff weighing me down. Because I have a basement. I have 2.5 closets. And tall ceilings. So when we have high things, we can do stuff up. And I sound like I'm flexing right now, and I guess kind of I am, but really what I'm saying is there's a double edge to the sword, because junk piles up. You know, every so often you got to go through it. But I think also the idea of the grass is always greener, because this idea I have of living humbly, like those like Tokyo apartments or tiny homes and all this stuff, like just smart storage jam-packed in everything. That's what you want. This house is like hilarious. There's no right angles in the house. The whole thing is just like, it's just there. It literally was like, it's just like, but in a great way. The next thing on my list is the band of Montreal and Boards of Canada. These are two bands that have always irked me. Less so Boards of Canada, because I think they're Scottish and that's cool and they can do what they want. But I think the other one is American. But it doesn't matter. But I've always been slightly like in my soul, not in any like whatever, but like I just on instinct, my reaction was an ick to them using other cities' names. Like it's just weird, because I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. Like it's cool. That's cool. It's the name of my city. And then I'm like, oh, they weren't even from here. That's whack. Or like whatever. It's just like a letdown. And like, yeah. However, I had to interrogate this belief in myself, because I realized Blue Hawaii is from Montreal. And that doesn't irk me. So, but I understand that it probably would if I was from Hawaii. I don't know. It's just funny. Oh yeah. The last thing. Yeah, no, this was the movie that I watched that I was like, we'll see if I get into it. Look, I feel like I've said this a million times before, but it was just another example of the oh god, look how awful it is version of sexual images of women, violent sexual images. Like basically this movie I was watching, she's cool, she's like this young girl, blah blah blah, and then she likes Elvis, and then fucking we realize at the end that her horrible dad was like molesting her as a kid. But there's this whole scene where the 15-year-old actor is like wearing fucking like children's underwear and like spreading her legs and like doing all this shit, and then she, spoilers, gets revenge, and it's like cool, but there's still that like scene that you make, it's just, there's something to it. I don't think that you can shy away from telling dark stories, but it's kind of about, I don't know, I'm not even saying this or that, like what you should do, like I'm just noticing it. I'm noticing it like crazy. And it just goes back to the, shout out ContraPoints, the pedophile hunt in these QAnon forums, and how the accusation is always like child molestation, child sacrifice. But it's like, you are thinking about that so much. It's obvious that you want some sort of, I don't know, the crimes are, they're on your mind. I don't know. It's, yeah, that's why I was laughing, because I was like, I actually don't want to get into this super heavy, and I'm like, just here. But, okay, I'm going to drink some water. Did you get that? Did you get me drinking it? Okay, I have to go. If you can live out of a suitcase and go with the wind, that's gorgeous, and I aspire for that maybe one day for a bit, and then I go back to all my stuff, because I can never commit. I like my stuff too much. The goal is to just have a big house that you never have to leave. Okay, that's it. Bye.